Welcome back to Chartbusters on CNBC-TV18. Now let's put the spotlight on one of the companies that's open for subscription today and will be hitting the market soon, and that is Seshaasai Technology. We have Mr. Lalwani, CMD at the company, joining us now in the studios to talk to us about their company, what we should be expecting going forward as well, and what segments maybe are looking interesting for them from here on, because the company is surely a very interesting one, Nigel, right? Card manufacturer, payment solution side, communication side solutions as well, and IoT of things. All of that has seen a growth coming in. So, Mr. Lalwani, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
You know, just if you could start by talking to us about your business. 3 verticals: payment solution side, communication side, as well as IoT of things. Payment solution is the larger chunk of your business right now. But how do we see this shifting? What is the growth here that one is watching out for now?
So I'll just probably give a little idea of what our business is all about. So any person or any family today, they receive multiple articles in their financial interaction with the world on a daily basis at their homes. You receive debit cards, credit cards, you receive your bank statements, your bank communication. You will receive some life insurance policies, general insurance policies. You also have your tax identity cards, the PAN cards, etc. So for almost about 25 years, we or organizations like us have been working with the banking and financial services space. We've been processing, manufacturing, and dispatching these articles directly to the doorstep of the customer's customer, right? So we work on behalf of the BFSI customers, but we actually end up delivering this to the end customer. Also now, we've diversified into the IoT vertical, where we are producing RFID tags, and we believe through this business, again, we will reach a large consumer base where we will be working in the retail, renewables, logistics, and manufacturing. So in short, if you look back at the diverse spectrum of products, right, we have secure documents on one side. We use data to personalize those documents. And on the other side, we have semiconductor chip bonding, which we do, and we're actually writing data onto chips and doing RFID tags. So net-net, the business has been structured into 3 verticals. One is the payment solutions vertical, where we have the payment cards, the checks that we do. Then we have the communication and fulfillment solutions vertical, where anything linked to data, which has to go directly to end consumer's home or directly dispatched to customer, is what we do. This could be physical, it could be digital. We do WhatsApp messaging, we do SMS, we do emailing, depending on the customer's requirements. And then we have the IoT vertical, where we've actually gone grounds up from actually taking semiconductor wafers, creating RFID inlays. So just to explain to the viewers, if you see a FASTag, okay, there is a small aluminium piece there with a black dot. That is actually your RFID inlay. So in 22, we thought that it's better that we kind of build this grounds up, especially to ride in on the consumer story of India and make in India piece for the manufacturing. So we actually have forayed here a lot and done a lot of work with some fast fashion brands, done work for renewables and logistics. So this, in short, is the summary of our whole business.
Okay, all right, Mr. Lalwani, welcome to the studio, and we look forward to interacting with you as you list.
Sure.
Now, the basic point is you're raising close to 800 crores from the market. So I think 350 crores approximately is the OFS. So no questions on that. Whoever's getting the money can enjoy it. But the market will want to know, what about the remainder? The remainder is going to be used for various purposes and also be used to lighten the balance sheet.
Right.
So tell us, what is the debt repayment? What is the pending debt? And in that case, what is the interest saving?
So essentially, we, out of the 480 crores in the primary, we already raised about 120 crores in our pre-IPO round, out of which we already repaid back about 70 crores of debt. But out of the net out of the 600 crores primary, which is pre-IPO and the IPO proceeds, we have 300 crores which goes for our debt repayment, and about 200 crores goes for capacity expansion in the existing manufacturing facilities, and then obviously the general corporate purposes. So we had a debt of about 350 crores on our balance sheet as of 31st March 2025. So we believe that with repayment of 300 crores of debt, obviously we were raising our funds at about 8 to 9%.
Yes.
So whatever is the consequential savings of about 25.
So approximately 27 crores, 25 to 30 crores, a broad range in terms of interest saving,
yes,
correct?
That should be coming in.
And that 200 crores is going for capex expenditure.
Yes,
what is the asset turn on this kind of money that you're putting in? Last year, I think the last 2 years, you've done around 1,500 crores of sales.
Right.
So what is the asset turn on this 200 crores? How much incremental sales you can do? And in case business starts booming, what is the optimal revenue number in line with regulations, sir? In line with what the regulators say? You're not giving us a forward-looking guidance. You're telling us what is the revenue potential of the company.
Yeah, so essentially, so we've been growing at a good rate in the past. From the, if you look at the reports, because as per regulation, I can stick to that. The reports say that the IoT business is slated to be about 10,000 crores business in about 2030, and the payment card business is slated to grow as a revenue of CAGR of 12% from 2024 to 2030. Just to tell you one more aspect before I come to the asset part is that. Seshaasai has been a known name for innovation not only in the Indian payment card space but also in the global payment card space. So there are only a global handful of players in the global payment ecosystem with the global payment schemes who have their own metal card certified or their biometric card certified. So we are one of the few players, in fact the first in India and probably the 7th or 8th in the world to get our metal card certified by global payment labs. So with these products, and the innovation that we continuously do, we foresee that we should be exceeding the CAGR given by the reports. That's the maximum that I can say. And also on the asset side, the investment that are going in, half of them are going in for our IoT vertical, and the other is going for our metal card and the card capacity building, and the rest are going for the capacity expansion in the general business. Yes.
Okay, so IoT of things, that's where we're seeing increase in terms of revenue, percent in terms of share also. FY25 it was 7%, FY23 it was around 0.3%, around that level. From here on, how do you see that share improving? What are the margins of that side of the business? And does that help you diversify to other segments then, non-BFSI? Yeah,
it's an interesting question. And see, the IoT vertical, to our mind, shows great promise for the times to come. And, we foresee that the percentage of contribution of the IoT business to our overall revenue should be, growing at a very, very healthy rate. And in a couple of years, it should be substantial to the overall revenue. And the interesting part of the IoT business is that it has a lot of relevance for our BFSI customers as well. But it allows us to also open up into the non-BFSI space. As a company, till about 2 years ago, we were almost about 97-98% dependent on the BFSI. Right. And we feel that with the consumer story of India playing out, with the China Plus One and the manufacturing story playing out, we are actually, investing pretty deeply into R&D to broaden our product portfolio in the IoT vertical. We're also trying to get our sites certified by global schemes for eSIM. Because eSIMs will get into a lot of white good appliances and manufacturing in India goes up. We're also going deeper into getting sensors placed into the RFID tags, so you could probably know more parameters than presence and absence of tags. Yeah. There are two types of tags. There's an active tag and a passive tag. So recently in July, we also did an acquisition where we acquired a company which is pretty deep into active tag production and manufacturing.
What would be the mix then of IoT? In the next 2 years, 3 years, then how much would we increase it by? How much would that increase be? 15%, 10% of your revenue?
Probably we should not be far from that number, but I don't know what I'm supposed to say under regulation.
Okay, all right, Mr. Lalwani, we appreciate you coming down. Give us a brief, introduction to the business. We wish you all the best with regard to the IPO. On listing, we re-invite you on this show itself, and we'll squeeze you for some numbers. But thanks a lot for joining in, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Time to slip into a short break. Come back, continue our focus on markets and on stock-specific action. Don't go anywhere.